Welcome to Clock In with Lynn. 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 Lynn's friends, welcome to Clock In with Lynn. I am so excited, y'all. Happy Monday. The sun is shining outside. You know, we woke up to this beautiful day. I'm so excited about today's show. I am so oh Lord, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So I hope you guys are ready, because I know I am. It's going to be good. So how is everybody doing? Let me turn on the comment section. If anybody have any questions, please put in the comments and we will try to answer them if we have time. And let's see here. I got that. But hey, y'all, I missed y'all. I hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. Make sure you like right now. Hit that like button. It will be on a replay for those who can't watch right now. So we'll have all of that ready for you guys. And I hope it went on. Can anybody tell me that's on here if it's on Instagram, please? Because I'm trying to stream on all three platforms at the same time, so I can reach out to all of you guys at the same time. So I got that on. Put in the comment section where you're watching from. I would love to see that. And I just want to say thank you to all that continue to support Clock In with Lynn. I am just so elated. I am just excited what the future holds with everything. I have so many things to talk to you guys about. So many upcoming guests. That's going to be phenomenal. So I'm just happy, y'all. I'm just happy. I'm just grateful. And I just appreciate every one of you guys. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, Clock In with Lynn. So let's get this party started. Let's clock in, y'all. I'm so excited about our guest. Okay. She's a mother. She's an author. She's a top-rated Los Angeles fashion stylist, y'all. She's a makeover TV expert and color consultant. Yes. She is known for helping her clients to find their vibe and rock their style, confidence, and color with way more fun, honey. She's a former stand-up comic. This is why she can bring the humor and the heart to each styling session, helping clients feel empowered in their personal style, y'all. I just love her. Help me welcome my friend Rayne Parvis to the show.
Hey!
Yes. I was like, oh my God, welcome to Clock In with Lynn. I know you are busy. I know you're trying to keep the world looking cute out here in these streets, but I'm so happy to have you. I miss you. So y'all, I've known Rayne for a very long time, and we still look good too, Rayne, huh? We still look good.
You look a little bit better than me at our age, but that's just because you know why.
So how are you? Tell a little bit. Just tell the people where you're from, just a little bit about you, and then we'll get started. So let's clock in.
Sure. Rayne Parvis from Los Angeles, born and raised, been here my entire life. And just so you know, when kind of welcomed you all and did like the hey, I was like over here going hey by myself because I thought you were talking to me. I was like having my own private dance party because I was so excited to see you again.
I love it. And we met, guys, a long time ago. We met on a film. It was a horror film. And we just connected. You know, we were like we were Salt and Pepper, child. We was Salt and Pepper. We just connected, and I love her. We're both tall. So, you know, the tall girls, we got to have our little club together. So, I miss you so much. And so much has been going on with you.
Tall, wild, not afraid to tell it like it is, and like to have a cocktail or two. And we always keep it real. That's one thing that I've always loved about you throughout our entire friendship. So we just reconnected through, I can't even remember, Instagram, right? And then I was just like so excited to see you again.
I am so excited. So a lot has gone on since I've seen you. Like, you're a mother now. Like, just tell us a little bit like your familyhood. What's going on with that?
Sure. So I am a mom to a 5-year-old. That has just been something's going on with the
volume. Hold on.
Audio.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a 5-year-old, total game changer. I've been married for about 10 years. And then one of the things that just totally made me do a switch was, I didn't have my son until I was 40. So pretty much from 20 to 40, we're living our own life, doing projects whenever we feel like it, working wherever we feel like. So it's been a real transition for me to go from doing stuff whenever I feel like it to like, oh no, I have this time slot to get this done and this done. So either I'm going to take it or I'm really going to screw myself in the end later. So that alone, having a child later in life has really been a big transition. Most recently, I don't think I'm perfect at it, but we just keep it moving.
That's right. Right. Exactly. And I was going to ask you too. So how did you transition? I know you were doing entertainment. I know you were a comedian, a great stand-up. I used to be crying. You're so funny. So how did you transition into that from.
Yes. So as you know, we met, gosh, like doing horror movies. So when I was acting back in the day, literally the only parts I could get was like take off your top and run from the man with the knife, right?
Wait
So
a
I was
minute.
like, so I was just like, okay, this is not going anywhere. After doing 5 or 6 of those movies. So I transitioned to stand-up comedy because when you are tall in the entertainment industry and you're trying to act, if you're 5'10", we were taller than most of the men in Hollywood.
Yeah,
So
we
you
were.
couldn't, so we couldn't really be cast as like an ensemble unless, you had acting skills like Meryl Streep, which I did not. So I went to stand-up comedy and I kind of like made my way out that way. I performed regularly at the Comedy Store, the Improv, all of the things in town.
Right.
And then I just got to a point where, I had a pilot with somebody, Coco Brown. She like became like a huge
I remember
Tyler
that.
Perry star. Yeah. So
Yes.
she's a superstar. I had a pilot with her. I shopped it around town. Everybody ended up passing. So once that happened, I was just like, I don't know. I just was tired of walking around town with the headshot, and I just stopped doing all of that. I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. And when I was doing stand up, I was doing a character. So it was kind of like a cross between Peggy Bundy and Stephen Wright. So I was out in like fishnets, a wig, a tight mini skirt. And it was more of a character acting stand up, kind of like persona. So it wasn't like I could get up and be like, hey, so yesterday at the market, right? Like it was like out in the streets late at night in heels. I was just kind of done. So I was just in a place of yes. And when anybody started to invite me somewhere, I was just saying yes. So at the time, I was 32 years old, living in my parents' garage. I did not know what I wanted to do with my life because literally for the past 15 years, it was all entertainment, but it wasn't taking me anywhere. And just not going anywhere. I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I was even trying to teach myself how to juggle and to become an admin assistant for somebody, trying to teach myself Microsoft Word and Excel sheet where I almost cried. I was like, oh, Lord, please help me. I was just there. So long story, a little bit longer. I ended up saying yes to throughout my 20s and college and stuff. I was a fit model for top lingerie companies because this body is natural. So they pay top dollar for, natural bodies and breasts and all that kind of stuff. So I was always working for all these lingerie companies. So my modeling agent at the time said, hey, my husband is starting this rock star boot camp thing. Would you like to come? It's for people that have businesses. And I was like, I don't have a business, but I also don't have anything to do. So got no job, no career, nothing. I was like, I will take the free ticket. And when we were doing that seminar, I was just learning about business and I was just like, whatever it was. And I ended up winning the top prize out of 1,000 people.
Okay.
Jesus decided to work that day for me. And he pulled my name. They pulled my name out of literally 1,000 people. And I ended up winning a top business consultation with Tom Antion, who's pretty much like the Al Pacino of the speaking world. And long story short, he asked me, I'm like, hey, I don't have any business, but I won your consultation. So I don't know what you want to do with me.
Rayne.
Yeah. I know.
Oh my God. That is crazy good.
Yeah. So then he just asked me a bunch of questions and he was like, and this is also helpful for your audience if you want to transition careers or at any time. He said, what are you great at that you would obviously do right now? And I said, well, I rescue a lot of animals. He goes, okay, there's no money in that. What else are you good at? I was like, okay. I also help my friends go shopping and get them ready for dates. He's like, great. Kim Kardashian started as a personal stylist. You're going to do. And literally, I was just in a place of, I'm just going to try anything. Let's just see what happens. So here I am 15 years later, top rated in LA on Yelp and booked. Making money, making new friends.
Booked and busy.
That's how I started from Stylist.
I love that. What you think about me? I was like, let me wear some color for Rayne. Girl, I got my feathers, child. Oh, but I wanted to show you too. This is, everybody always say that I look really good in orange. What you think about orange on me, child?
I think you look better in cool tones, but I would have to do a full color because I love you in the, is this purple or blue?
It's like a what do you call that blue? That
Royal
sharp,
blue.
what is it?
Royal blue?
It's like a, it's, I can't, it's the color. It's a name that I'm trying to think of, but I can't think.
Okay.
It's a
I
blue.
think
Though.
I think that you're gonna look a little bit better, and this is just from me remembering you back in the day. I think you're gonna look better in pink over orange because I think you have more cool tones in you than warm tones. So if you have warm tones, you're gonna look better in orange. But I'm even seeing, like, when I'm looking at your face right now with your pink clock in with Lynn, like that pops to me more than the orange. It like harmonizes with you better, and I'm also loving you in this blue.
Okay. And you know, blue is one of my favorite color. I mean, not blue. Pink is one of my favorite colors. So I have a lot of that. So I just want to I want to play this a little bit, guys, friends. I want to show you guys a little bit of because I wanted to play this earlier, but let's see what y'all know I'm tech challenged, so don't do that now. Here we go. But that's just love. I love and then I wanted to ask you too, you have this, I guess this is when you go in. So you go in and you help people with their closets and all of that, right?
My perfect package is going into someone first, doing their colors, finding out what harmonizes with them the best. So just like what we were just talking about, warm versus cool, kind of getting you in your season, defining your wow colors. Then from there, it would be an edit. So the edit is taking out all the stuff that doesn't look good. And I also love and doesn't represent with the woman or man or whoever you wanted to become, right? Because we can have stuff that fits and looks okay, but if it doesn't represent the person that we want to become, it's going to do us no good. So it's also time to X-nay that. So I like to call it my 3-strike rule, just like baseball. And if it's like ill-fitting, not in the perfect color palette, doesn't represent where you're going, or it can give you like bad memories. Like I had one client, her ex-husband gave her a bunch of beautiful purses that were still designer and they still look great, but she never used them because every time she picked up that purse, it reminded her of her ex-husband. I was like, okay, honey, let's get this ex-husband energy out of here. Time to sell those at the Real, and then you can always put it back into your closet. So it would be the colors, the edit, and then once we go shopping, I'm shopping within your color palette and in a way that like kind of represents your new vibe. Then once you shop with me, I let you wear those clothes for a little bit, and then we have a styling session to mix in your new purchases with your old purchases, all while finding like really what kind of like gets you excited and kind of makes it unique and kind of like your own, right? So if you're walking into like one store and just buying like outfits from an influencer or off the mannequin or whatever, or just from one brand, you're going to look very bland. You're not going to get excited. So I want you to put in your prints, your textures. I love to wear some graphic tees. So, and I love animals. So there are always some graphic tees with some animal. I mean, whatever it is, like you have a boa. I love your cutouts that you wear. So whatever it is your vibe. Find those things and sprinkle them into every single outfit.
I love that. I love it. I love that you said too, like you wear what represents you. That's beautiful. I'm like, whoo, that's good. That's so good.
And most of the time, what represents you, influencer is not wearing it, right? Or right. Your favorite mom that you follow, or your favorite entrepreneur that you follow. Because every single outfit should have something that represents you. Again, like whether that's a color. Sometimes I'll wear a blazer and I'll put like a little leopard brooch on it, or one that my grandma gave me. So it's like something that just makes you pop and makes you smile.
I love that. And I love that. This just makes me feel good, all and tingly inside, because I feel like you know the old saying, if you look good, you feel good, and I just feel like clothes really empower you. Like I just love it. It's something. I don't care if I'm having a bad day. If I'm go in my closet and find something that makes me feel good, it just transform, it just transform into something like spectacular for the day. But I was gonna ask you, do you have any like crazy client stories, like something that you was like, wait a minute? Anything that you want to share, or someone you were like, I can't work with them, or it was funny, or anything like that you want to share? Or
Sure,
maybe
I'll share two examples. One was, okay, so over my 14 or 15 careers, I've only had to fire two clients, and we'll get to those in a second. But and you know me, I'm very nice, so they had to put me through the ringer. Some firing going on.
right.
Yeah, I had to do a by Felicia twice, but we'll get there in a second. uh, the first client, or one kind of story that I'd love to share, was when I first started styling. So this was, again, like 14, this is 12, 14 years ago. And we did the colors for the client. She ended up looking great in a lot of summer colors. So these were like blues and purples and pinks.
Okay.
However, she was always used to wearing all black. So
Yeah.
you go through a transition now. So I'm also certified in style coaching, which is a combination of the fashion styling skills with life coaching skills. So
Ooh.
after this happened with this client, I was like, I need to go deeper, because this is not just about dressing or putting people in outfits. You really have to get into people's psyches to kind of see where they're at. And I took her shopping, got her all this like great, blues, purples, all these things. It would be like a tight fitted shirt with a cute midi skirt. Like, she looks so good. Then I find out the stylist at the department store that I took her to, she called me a week later and she's like, Rayne, I just want to let you know your client returned everything. I was like, yeah. Now, so I reached out. So I didn't want to break her, what do you call it? I didn't want her to feel like I was like, hey, you returned all my stuff. So I was like, how can I present this in a way? So I just reached out to her and I was like, hey, I was just notified that you returned a lot of things. Like, please just tell me, well, what happened or what went wrong. So she was so sweet, and she just emailed me that I took her too, like, this isn't her words, but this is my words. I took her too fast, too far. Too far, too fast.
Oh, yeah. I can see, yeah.
So I took her from literally A to Z, and there was nothing in between. So it just felt really awkward for her. And so rather than me, if I was to do that differently, I would say, hey, let's sprinkle in a little blue or a little purple, and maybe it would be 80% black, 20% of her color palette versus nothing of what she's used to wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's what I would do different now. So it's kind of like you can't just take people from A to Z. You have to take them, everybody's different. So I kind of like see where they're at. And yes, it's my job to take you out of your comfort zone, but not too far where you freeze and you go back to,
mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's so many times where before, I remember when I would go shopping, I would buy stuff and I come home and I have the same outfit. And I'm like, in my head, so it's like we're so trained and conditioned to kind of buy the same stuff. So I had to really get out of my comfort zone with that. I have a girlfriend too that she only wants to wear black. She's beautiful, but she only wants to wear black. So what would you recommend with that? Something like sprinkle accessories to start them off slowly? Maybe, I don't know.
Yes, and I always say, like, so here's the thing with black. You have to, when you educate somebody and why it's not going to work for them, most of the people are open to changing it, right? So, for example, this shirt is a vintage black. It's not stark black, and then I have a green something in my color to pop out my eyes. Now, if you wanted to bring out some of your features, you would wear a shirt that maybe, like, let's say you have blue eyes and you wear a blue colored shirt. That's going to make your eyes pop. Okay. You have very cool blue undertones, I feel like, in your skin, Merlin. So if you were to wear like a bright blue shirt, well, you're technically not wearing a shirt right now. You're wearing some feathers, but it makes you pop. Okay. So now, if we were to wear a black shirt, that's going to make the black underneath the eyes come out, the shadows in your face come out. And if you have blackheads or anything like that, it makes all of that come out. So most of the people that aren't, or like, I love to wear black, I'm like, okay, unless you're Johnny Cash or Tabitha Takeover from Bravo, who like all black is like your thing, try to find your black. So that could be like a deep vintage black, which is a little bit softer like this. It could be a charcoal, a midnight navy, a chocolate brown. Most people, when they're draped with the black and I show them the difference in their face, they're like, oh, I don't want to look 10 years older. So they're more open to change. But yes, if they're not going to do the full on education, just say, can we just start with an accessory or just the top and wear everything else black?
I love that. I love that. And I'm one of those that I used to have a lot of black, but I did start like doing more color because I was just like, and then you know what? I found out that like when I would wear more colors, I would get more compliments. Like everybody, oh my God, you look so color is popping, y'all. Y'all better get into y'all colors.
I'm gonna steal that. Wear some color, get some more compliments. I'm stealing that.
No, it's true. It's true. And
nobody's gonna walk into a party and be like, oh my gosh, I love your black dress. You're gonna be like, oh, that red dress is amazing. I love the color green on you. Like you don't get compliments on a lot of black items because it doesn't, there's really nothing to compliment on. I mean, that's just my take.
Yeah. And, I feel like black is just maybe like business wise, a meeting or something. But when I'm stepping out, I don't want to be in black, child. I'm already black. I don't want an outfit in the black. Can we break some stuff up? Like,
yeah.
So look, Rayne, I love you. And I love this information that you are giving us, these gems, because baby, everybody wants to look good. So how do you stay up to date with like your latest fashion trends and styles? Like, how do you do that?
So it can be incredibly overwhelming for a lot because literally there are some fashion blogs that I follow or just websites that I follow, and one website will say wear this, not that, and then the other website will say wear this, not that, but it's like completely switched. So you really don't know what information is coming from somewhere. So I would just say find a brand that kind of represents your style personality, subscribe to their newsletter, and then you can kind of like just see what cuts of pants are in style, what cuts of sweaters or blouses or colors, because then it's kind of like aligned with your style personality and you're not just getting so much information all over the place. And another thing I'd love to point out is influencers and salespeople that we follow on Instagram and stuff, their whole job is to sell stuff. So they don't care if it's part of your personality, it matches with your closet, like they don't care. And they're all trained salespeople, right? So that's why if you subscribe to a couple websites that you feel really represent your brand, then just kind of stay in tune with that. Like, oh, what are their pant styles? What do their jean styles look like? What are their blazers? Like one of my favorite blazers is from Veronica Beard. So I subscribe to their newsletter just to see what's coming out. And, they have their classics that are still in style, which is awesome. And then they have like the newer versions with like the peplum coming or whatever. So just kind of like, it's not too much information, but you're just kind of like getting in the scope of what's in.
Yeah. I love that. That's so great. And I can see your passion for this. And that's what I love. And that's probably why your clients like love you, because I feel like anything that you do, you need to be passionate about it. And I just want to just ask you, because you're out here, you with your clients, making them feel empowered. What makes you feel empowered? What gives you empowerment?
What really gives me empowerment is all the things that I empower my clients to do. So look good, feel good, get excited about your wardrobe. But it's also knowing, and this also comes from helping my son as well, if I'm giving out information to somebody and that is able to change your life in a way that makes you happier, makes you more money, attracts the job, attracts the partner, and I get those feedback on a daily basis from my clients, and it just makes me so happy. And that's empowered because knowledge is empowerment. So when I pass that knowledge on to others and it's changing other people's lives, that's really what makes me happy. And it's the same thing if I'm playing basketball with my son in the living room and I'm like, hey, let's just make this little tweak, and he makes it and he's so happy. It's the same thing if I make a tweak on an outfit and they like get a compliment. It's like the same like dopamine hit for me.
Oh my God, that is awesome. Does your son, does he have the stylish bug, or he just like whatever?
No, he does not want to match. He calls them uglies. So it drives
He
me
calls them
crazy because
uglies. Wait a minute.
he calls them, I want to wear uglies outfits. So it's just items that are thrown together that doesn't match. And my husband is all about it. So I'm like, can we please just match when he goes to school? If he wants to wear ugly pajamas, that's fine. But like, I don't want to send him to school looking like a hot mess.
Right. That's so funny. I love how you speak about your family and everything. So how do you balance your career and being Rayne, and how do you balance that being a wife, mother, and still being um present like for your clients? Because I feel like women, as women, we kind of need to hear other women like because I know it's challenging. I know, like, just every day, just waking up and being trying to be the best you can be and the best version of yourself. How do you take care of Rayne? What is your self-care regimen? Do you have a self-care regimen, or how do you balance that?
I it's so my son is 5 and it's taken me about 5 years to really feel normal again. It
Mm.
was yes. And so how do I balance that? I now have a couple therapists.
I have a therapist too. I have a psychiatrist at this point. Yeah, I have two.
Yeah.
Child, I had to
Yeah.
go to the real
So
doctor.
it was a lot, especially like I said, like making that transition. So I didn't know what was coming because it was my first child at 40. So one, it's a lot more money, it's a lot more income. So I was finding that I had to say yes to a lot of jobs and do things that before having a son, I would be like, I'm gonna pass on that. But then I started finding myself saying yes to almost everything and like really weird, like just and being a mom and doing all those things. So it's like a lot of my other things in my life started to suffer from that. So thank God when he went to school, now he's in school full time. So now I know I have 8 to 5 free, and that has really helped me balance. So I would just say, you are going to have a child, it's really like important to set boundaries and to look at your finances and be like, what can I do before the child comes to kind of like get my nest egg going? Or how is that going to look like? Is it me raising my prices so I don't have to work as hard? Like, what does that look like?
I love
Uh, that's kind of like, I was just really a hot, I mean, for just now I'm starting to feel normal. I do hot yoga. I'm obsessed with it. I do walks. I exercise. Yes, I love it. And of course, I still have time to hang out with my girlfriends and do all those things as well. And then therapy has also been a game changer because it really helps you, like you said, like stay present. Because I was finding myself hanging out with my son, but I was still thinking about, oh my gosh, I need to create this outfit for that person, or oh, I
it.
need to send that person an invoice. So I was not present because I was still like just like going like this, trying to hustle, and I'm like, you cannot hustle like you used to. Like, not only does my body hurt more at 40 than it did at 20, I cannot do it. And so now it's just like, that's why I raised my prices. And then now I'm saying no to so many more things, even though in my mind, wow, I would really like to make that extra chunk of change and do that, but I can't mentally hustle like I used to. And I'm okay with that.
And I love that. And I love that you set the boundaries. And I just feel like we all need to do that. I mean, every day we wake up, life is a hustle. I love
Yes.
your drive. I love how you're so, everything that you talk about for your family. And I love how you do with your client. I think it's amazing, Rayne. I'm proud of you, girl.
Wait, I'm proud of you too. I mean, all year I'm messing around with this lighting right here, trying to get
No,
some more
no, no,
light on
you
my
did.
face.
No,
Okay.
and I want to ask you, I'm so proud of you, but I want to ask you, what are you proud of yourself? What is something that you're say, you know what, I'm kind of proud of myself for that. I always like to ask all my guests this because I feel like that sometimes we don't sit in that long enough. So what are you proud of for yourself?
One thing that I'm really proud of is that I did not give up. So we
Yes.
all know you and I have been in these streets for 20 years now, like
Yeah.
trying to do something. And I mean, like I said, I love your podcast. I was so happy for you to have your own thing. And I'm very proud of myself to not need anybody else to do what I do. And I can just do it at the drop of a hat, no matter what your body shape, your style,
Mhm.
getting into, because it all operates from a place of love. but we all know that they say, oh, it's going to take you 5 years to become successful.
Yeah.
Well, it took me 20, but I'm so proud of myself for not giving up because the juice is that much sweeter. I mean, it is like, it has been a long road, and I'm just so proud of myself for not giving up and, going to be somebody's exec, and nothing wrong for anyone that's being an executive assistant, but I was not made to anybody else but myself and serve people the way that I want to serve people. And I literally was about to give it all just to go work for an office job 9 to 6. So, and make a little bit more money. And now my clients are amazing. My jobs are amazing. My friends, the people that I'm connecting with, like you, everything's like amazing. And God doesn't waste any failure. So all of that acting I did, styling ourselves, because we didn't have no stylists on those films. All those auditions, like I was like, oh, like all that styling I did myself, and then even like the stand-up comedy. Now I'm able to get up in front of those people and do speaking gigs, and I'm not only giving them great information, but they're having a great time and they're laughing. I would not be able to do that without that stand-up experience. So, I mean, life becomes full circle, so just don't give up.
Yeah, God doesn't make any mistakes, and I'm so glad you did not give up because the world needs you. I'm so proud of you. I think this is just great. Like, you're bringing all of the color, and like the color is just it's vibrant and it's bright, and I just love that. Do you have any advice to any upcoming fashion stylists, like the youngsters that sitting around going, it's something I want to do or whatever? What advice will you give to these upcoming stylists and consultants?
My top advice would be to get trained by the best people, even if they are more expensive. So one of the mistakes that I made was a couple things. I did not get trained until I was about 5 years into it. I was just kind of winging it. And another thing that I did that I was very hesitant up until, this is embarrassing, up until a couple years ago, I did not determine my niche or the niche, right? So I was like, I could help anybody. I'll just take any job. So I never had a marketing plan that was geared towards my ideal client. So it was always random for all these years. So one thing that if you really get clear on your niche, your marketing will be better and you will get more clients and you'll make money faster than I did. And to get trained by the best, and not only one. So I've been certified by a couple different schools and a couple different stylists as well. And each kind of training that I did, I took away something that was very important. So don't just put all your eggs into one mentor, kind of like spread it out, get at least two, and then define your niche early on in your career. Is it on-set styling that you want to do? Is it personal styling? Is it helping moms? Is it helping cancer patients? Whatever it is, like really kind of define that and go for that and aim your marketing towards that, because that will help you make money faster.
I love that. And I do believe when you find your purpose and your passion, the money comes. If you put the money on the back burner, when you really giving your heart like you're doing, and you're just giving your soul to it and just loving on whatever it is, the money gonna come. So earlier, remember we was talking about the blue? She said, yes, it's indigo. That's what I was trying to come up with.
Indigo, yes.
Indigo, yes. I was like, you know that blue color, that blue, I'm trying. Indigo, thank you.
I was like, violet, indigo, thank you.
Thank you, Elisa. So yes, I just love talking to you. I love what you've given today. It's so inspiring. So I just want to ask this question because, I asked all my guests this, and you're married, you have your son, because and you may not even know about this, but I want to ask you this question because it's off topic. But what do you feel? I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people out here discussing the 50-50 rule. You are married, but guys and girls, when they date, do you think, what do you feel about the 50-50 rule? That means if you go out, y'all split the bill. If y'all live together, y'all split the household. if you in a marriage, y'all split everything 50-50. What do you feel about that? And I just want to get your comment because I already know you funny. So I just want to ask you that.
Okay, so when I feel like you're first dating somebody, I do not like the 50-50 rule. I just don't. I feel that like innately in women, or I don't know what it is, I think that like one of the things that I was always looking for was security. So if you're gonna make me split the bill like right up front, I'm like, oh, that means that maybe you don't have it or you don't think I'm worth it to even offer. I don't know. A lot of this is just like, yeah, I don't like the 50-50 rule.
Okay.
In a marriage or anything like that, I feel like sometimes is when you're married and you're like, okay, let's do life together. Sometimes it will be the 50-50 rule. Sometimes it will be 100 and 0. Sometimes it will be 80 and 20. So I feel like in a marriage, you kind of have room to play because you guys are in it as one identity and person and just trying to make life work. If it's for dating, I personally don't like the 50-50 rule. That's just not what my vagina wet. Am I saying that right?
You gotta talk about it. Girl, you gotta come all the way through with it. Like, girl, you better talk and you better speak loud.
Like, yeah, no.
Like, I'm done. Wait, we're about to end. We're about to end.
That's just me personally. That's
No,
just me
because
personally.
I'm from the South. You're from LA, but I think we have a lot of the same kind of like, it's like a man need to be a man though. So I love you. I am so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad that we connected. I'm so excited about
Yes,
this.
love
And maybe you
you.
can come and help me with my girl. If you see in my closet, you'll be like, girl, what is this? So I need you to come help me with my closet. I turned one
I
of my
love it.
I turned one of my rooms into just a closet but I have ADD, so I'm kind of all over the place. So I do need you. So we'll talk offline about that. And where can people reach out to you if they need your help? I feel like a lot of people need you. How give your platforms, anything coming up, just let them know what's going on with Rayne.
Sure, you can go to RayneParvis, RayneParvis.com, and you can actually download your free essential guide. So it's like if you're like, oh my gosh, my closet's a hot mess, I don't know where to get started, you'll be able to get your freebie. Instagram is where I am mostly. So Rayne Parvis there as well. And then I can't wait to connect with you all.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Ray, for being here on Clocking with Lynn. Again, I know you're busy, and I appreciate you spending this time with me on this Monday, honey morning, child. You are my
See
love.
you soon.
Girl, we salt and pepper, honey. We still salt and pepper.
Yeah, that sounds like so excited. That sounds like over here having a dance party with your opening by myself.
Yes.
I'm like, hey, girl. I was like, oh, she's not talking to me.
Yes, girl. It's always a party. When I wake up, it's a party.
Yes. Yeah, me too.
Every day I wake up, it's a party, and I love it. So I thank you again. And please, we'll get together because I do want you to help me with some stuff. Because I feel like I am stylish, but I do, like I said, sometimes I'm doing like stuff and I need another set of eyes to let me kind of go elevate with my fashions. But I love you so much. I wish you the best. And girl, go out here and keeping us looking good, girl. All right.
Bye.
Bye, Rayne. So, y'all, I told y'all, I hope y'all had y'all pencil and papers out for this because I told y'all she is dope. I met Rayne years ago. And thank you, Elisa. I'm sorry. That's Elisa. Thank you, Elisa, for everything. Thank you for everything. Did I delete? Hello?
Hey, what you
up to? I'm doing a show right now. How do I hang up? Okay, sorry, y'all. My tech is crazy. But listen, I told y'all she is phenomenal. I met her years ago, decades ago, and it has been a long time since we've seen each other. Of course, we met on a FM, but I love that she is putting her heart and her humor into fashion stylists, because I feel like we all need that. I wake up every day and I'm just like, after I work out, I'm like, what am I putting on today? Y'all see, I got my blue feathers today. I'm excited about my blue feathers today. So, just, y'all know, everybody says when you look good, you feel good. And I feel like a lot of people, we're going through a lot of things right now. And I just want us to keep smiling and keep loving on each other. Find you a support system. Find you people. Let me tell y'all something. If I don't say nothing else today, find you people that are like-minded, have goals. We can talk when we're venting. Yeah, that could come across as negative when we're venting, but you don't want to have somebody that vent all the time. At some point, where's the resolution? I don't want to keep hearing the venting. I just feel like we are so talented and so powerful, and we're put on this earth to live out our purpose and our passion, and we all have a gift. God didn't put nobody on this earth without no gift. There's some that won't unwrap it. Now, there's some that won't unwrap their gift, but we all have a gift. There are some people that die that don't even unwrap their gift, y'all, and I think that's sad. So I'm challenging everyone to go out here, pursue your dreams, y'all. Even if you feel like, I don't know if I can do it, keep trying to do it. Ask questions. There's so many things on YouTube that you can go out and see. You can type in whatever you're interested in and find out things to do. Anything you're interested in. I'm telling y'all, YouTube University is it. I've learned so many things from you. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks for all who tuned in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I need y'all support. The only way I can move forward and bring on more great guests and continue to do what I'm doing and love on y'all, I need y'all support. I need y'all support. Like that, hit that little like button, subscribe to the channel, and all of those things. I appreciate y'all so much. And I'm just so thankful. I know I've said it a million times, but I am. I'm so super thankful for everyone. And God is good. It's Monday. I woke up this morning to a good old day. Yes, yes, yes. So anyone have any questions before I end it? We have Nikki the Brand coming on Wednesday, same time. I think 2 p.m. Yes, 2 p.m. And it's going to be amazing because she is that girl. She's into real estate and she's also a confidence coach. Yay! So I'm excited about that. We have to stay in our top tier natural states. We are all top tier, and I can't wait to talk to her about confidence and empowerment of women and men and children and all of those things. I just feel like let's just move forward and let's be better than yesterday. Let's live out our best versions of ourselves. Child. Let's live out the best versions of ourselves. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here on Clock In with Lynn. I love y'all. 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 Welcome to Clock In with Lynn.